I never have done any co-writing of songs with people, except for one exception, and that was a poet came up to me one night after I finished playing and asked me if I would be willing to take one of his poems and see if I could work it into a song. And so I told him only if I had total freedom to mess it all up and change it all around and rearrange everything and do what I had to do, and he would not have his feelings hurt. And he assured me that would be fine. And so I went to work on it, and I give him all the credit. And the idea and the song, theme, and I just went to work on making that poem a song. The old apple tree in Grandpa's yard was almost turning red. I remember looking with my dad when this is what he said. Do your dad a favor, son, and shinny up that tree. And pick a couple of apples, one for you and one for me. And he said, son, if you hold to the trunk, you'll find the picking slim. If you want to get the best ones, you got to go out on a limb. Yeah, you could slip and you might fall, and it could hurt a while, but I believe you can do it, son, he said with a little smile. He called when I got up the tree, hey, pick those two out there. By the look upon his face, he could tell I was really scared. But I summoned up the courage, and I crawled out on that limb. I picked off those two apples, and I dropped them down to him. While chewing on that apple in the shade there with my dad, I realized that apple was the best I'd ever had. And he said, son, if you hold to the trunk, you'll find the picking slim. If you want to get the best ones, you got to go out on a limb. Yeah, now you could slip and you might fall, and it could hurt a while, but I knew you could do it, son, he said with a little smile. While talking with my dad one day when I was in high school, I told him about this little girl I thought was really cool. You think that I could do it, Dad, and take her to a picture show? You think she'd go? What if she said no? And he said, son, if you hold to the trunk, you'll find the picking slim. If you want to get the best ones, you got to go out on a limb. Yeah, now you could slip and you might fall, and it could hurt a while, but I believe you can do it, son, he said with a little smile. Well, she said yes to the picture show, and then became my wife. Now she has caused the best things to come into my life. We have a son, a lovely home, my own company. And when in doubt, I will recall what my dad would say to me. Say, son, if you hold to the trunk, you'll find the picking slim. If you want to get the best ones, you got to go out on a limb. Yeah, now you could slip and you might fall, and it could hurt a while, but I knew you could do it, son, he said with a little smile. He said with a little smile, how I miss that little smile. Grandpa's Apple Tree.